Hey. Okay, so we are here for what'll be the final episode of 2.4. Now, this is the main thing we're going to be doing today, Shroomling Sage. But this is what we're starting with. I ran over here to the Dawn Fox because we need to pet it for the first time on camera. So I have only seen you before in photos. Are you... Do I have to do your quest to pet you? Or can I walk up like this, actually? Please? It's okay. Can I pet you? New discovery. Okay, it won't let me pet you. Let's read. It took off the tutorial as I pressed it. I took too long. Dawn Fox. Dawn Fox is a legendary creature that glows with a golden shimmer. To approach this wary being, you'll need to be using a shrinking ability. Once you carefully groom it, you'll be able to play with it up close. Okay, so we need to walk away again. I'm sorry, sweetie. Let's look at this before I go, I guess. Oh, cute. Sea of Stars green. With the new... not the... Is it new hat? It's hard to tell from the angle if this is Playful Season or the new 4-star. That's Playful Season, because it has the thing on the back. And we have the little white wings from, the Rain and Sunshine outfit. Overcoat thing. Very cute. That's, I think, a Rosa leg, shoes, I think. Very pretty. Okay, let me make sure I give that a like. I did. Let me run away, so you come out. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And I need to actually, I think, equip my shrinking outfit. I don't know where it is. I need shrinking outfit and grooming in one. Let's just put it in this spot. Shrinking. Now, it's a problem because I need them to also come out of their thing now. Because I scared them. Let's just see if I can run up like this and he'll be happy. Hello? Hi. And... get big, groom. Okay, you have to, like, trick them. Oh, pet, 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 pet. You have been the legendary animal I haven't found for months and months and months. I assume there is a quest related to you. It's just, I never did it. Let's play. Oh. Pet, 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 pet. I'm slightly offset because of my big dress. But it's just scratchies. That's very nice, though. And you also are guarding some dewdrops from me. I swear one just disappeared. I'm super laggy right now, too. Hello, buddy. Hold on, what outfit can I use to take a picture with you? Casual, probably. Wow, it's really laggy, actually. Hold on. And... sit. Face camera. Oh. They're like howling a little. This is... I'm worried they're gonna walk away again. Because they just tried to a second ago. Something like this. I'm gonna take one just in case. They had their eyes closed. And then I'll set up a real one here. What are we gonna do? I want you to have like a little bit more emphasis on your colors. I think what I'm gonna do is actually just turn up contrast. Cause not liking how a lot of these are affecting your colors. So, oh, take that off. Can we get... Maybe that's fine, just a little bit. Get some light on us. And... a little less vignette. I want higher contrast. And... more shadow. Maybe slightly lower brightness because I have the contrast so much. Saturation up a tiny smidge. Exposure down? And... aperture's fine. I like the grass in this. Let me try to actually set up our shot now. I think it might be better to have, like, this. And... this is kind of like, Born Flawless is making me think of, this wraparound here. Like... this, I think. There we go. Very cute. Okay. Now, I'm sorry, sweetie. I have to leave. I have so much stuff to do today. We need to look at... the new... hello? Noted. Noted. Passive-aggressive. Checked already. This... is this, this dress? Probably. This menu is, really hard to navigate. Oh, you're supposed to use scroll wheel. Okay, I'm being silly. I think it's this outfit down here. Big statue. Like sun earring? Oh. This is not what I was expecting. Okay. These are wings, first of all. So it's going to be a flying outfit, which means you have to compete with Crimson Feathers. I've talked about the fact that Crimson Feathers is insanely useful. Being able to stop midair, I use it constantly. I love this outfit. They'll have to really make something special to make me pull on this. But it might be possible because I like the outfit so much. So maybe Crimson Feathers, its time is over. This is like... a sea creature on like a unicorn body with leaves for wings. That's crazy. Let's look at the thing here first. That Abyss of Despair. What is Medeal's scheme? Is Medeal the High Priestess? Is it destruction or redemption? This is not what she looked like. So, this is a different girl, but... huh. And there's something swirling around here. I don't think I'm going to be able to distinguish much from that. But... beneath the rising tide, Medeal's scheme spreads into the shadows. I don't think I recognize the face from anything. I don't think so. Only 2 on here. Can this calamity finally end? Beneath the surging soul tide, the fate of reincarnation lies in wait. The fate of reincarnation is beneath the soul tide. So... is this gonna be like... the all-devouring narwhal from Genshin or something? Where the soul tide is... some type of, like... I initially thought that the Soul Spring is going to be the Fountain of Youth. The Soul Tide is kind of like the afterlife. So... and the original Prominence Immemorial Miracle outfit is the power of reincarnation or something similar. So we're gonna, like, enter into the afterlife in the Soul Tide. Find out there's some dark force corrupting it. And then we're going to go purify that, and it's going to do something. But I don't know what that would do, necessarily. Because it's not going to just, like, revive everyone that's ever died or something. And the Mother Shroom should already be healing. Although I think did I still not do the quest about that? Or did I? Was that the quest with the babies? I don't know. Why do you have leaf wings? Why are you a sea creature? Probably because it's a tide. That makes way more sense. Your body looks way weirder than I thought. You're like a tree. You're like a chaotic tree. With a head and arms. Oh no. I like that Momo's just standing. Which might imply that we're not flying here, and we're standing too. And this is like some type of invisible plane that we fight this Balsal in? Maybe? I guess that is my guess, that this is a creature inside the Soul Tide that's causing corruption. Maybe, like, the dead are coming back as Esslings or something? And this is responsible? I think that's probably my guess. Because this... I guess this could be the cause of the miasma. But I thought the miasma was more of like a natural thing than something directly caused. I suppose that's possible, though. So maybe I'll change my answer to be that that's causing the miasma across Italand. And now, it's time to finally get this quest done. That should be the right teleporter. So, this quest was in the actual quest menu of last update. But I've ran out of time. And once 2.5 hits, I'm not going to have time for anything. So I need to make sure it's done now, so that I don't run into more issues. And it gets delayed for an eternity. Because if I don't do it now, it's going to be like 2.7 and I get it done. And I want to meet Shroomkates anyway, so this is a good excuse to do that. Because I've never formally met them. And I think last time when we kind of started this quest, I said, I'm gonna not understand any of the references in the entire thing. I have to switch this back to gigantification. Because I don't know anything about all the philosophy and stuff. And it's all gonna be jokes based on philosophy. Like famous philosophical things. Oh my goodness, my game. It is exploding. Okay. Ask around the market for information on the Shroom Think Club. Is it the market? It is, right? Hello, everyone. Hello again. Are you on your way to the Shroom Think Club and see Shroomkates? Shroomkates? What? And what's the Shroom Think Club? We're just wandering around the marketplace, really. Nikki, I have a feeling they might know something. Let's go above the nearby shops and listen in. Maybe they'll hear something useful. That's not the impression I got. That's crazy. Gather useful information. Ah! If my game would calm down. They want me to, like, stand here? They do. This is crazy. That girl's research topic wasn't also Shroomkates of Spira, was it? Could she be a spy sent by another group of folklore experts? But among those folklorists from Sichia researching in Italand, I don't remember anyone like her, and I've heard the Shroomlings call her Her Excellency. Never mind. Luckily, we didn't tell her the time or place. That was the information we worked hard to get. Acting stupid adventurer. I did not read their names. Yawning. Noon at the Shroomling Market. Let's head out now. There won't be any good seeds left if we're late. And Shroomlado. Mongogo. Hello. Here we are, the freshest, most well-stocked shroomberry shop in all of Spira. Every year, the shroomberries they sell could circle the entire city 3 times. Whenever Miss Shroomkates gets stuck on amusing, she comes here for a thimble of shroomberry nectar. She always says, a dash of sweetness is good for the brain. Oh, Shroomlado, Your Excellency and Your Meowliness, welcome to the Shroomling King's favorite Shroomberry shop. This is also Shroomkates' official thinking spot. Well, Shroomlado, what'll it be? The usual Shroomkates special Shroomberry nectar? Wow, they even have a drink like this? The shopkeeper really knows how to run a business. It shows how much they all look up to Shroomkates. Of course, after all, it's Shroomkates who always says wise things, like the more Shroomberries, the sweeter the nectar. That year, my little shop ran into a crisis. A whole batch of Shroomberries sent from the Elderwood Forest got crushed. It was Miss Shroomkates' offhand remark. When life gives you crushed Shroomberries, make Shroomberry nectar. That really opened my eyes. Those berries turned out to be just right for pressing into juice. That remark lit me up like a glimmer drop, and that's how it came up with the Shroomberry nectar. It took all of Spear by storm, even the Shroomling King loves it. When Miss Shroomkates tasted my creation, she proclaimed, the darker the Shroomberry, the sweeter the nectar. That swept through Spear like wildfire. My little shop became famous overnight. Your Excellency, you've never been to one of Shroomkates' Shroomling Think Club gatherings before, right? Come along and try our exclusive Shroomberry nectar. It'll be our little secret. Shroomberry nectar, thank you so much. I hope your shop continues to thrive. You're too kind, Your Excellency. And as for you, Shroomlado, the usual? A thimble of Shroomberry nectar for Miss Shroomkates? Yes, less sugar, no ice, and with an extra spoonful of Shroomberries. Coming up, but if you're late again, today's musings have already started. But you're late again. Today's musings have already started. Let me guess, you didn't want to go because you couldn't come up with a resolution to last time's musings? Not this time, my friend. Thanks to Her Excellency's wisdom, I'm not nervous about attending today's gathering. As expected of Your Excellency, I wish I could ponder such deep musings. Oh, and take a look at my signboard. Watermelon? Orange? Coconut? Flowers. Got it. Wait. Top right corner, one Shroomberry and another Shroomberry. Miss Shroomkates once said, the simpler the pattern, the deeper the wisdom hidden within. Huh? Could this be an answer to the profound question, what does 1 plus 1 really equal? Wow, how did Shroomlado come up with that? Shroomlings think and understand things in a way that's quite different from ours. That's part of their wonder. What are you talking about, Shroomlado? Have you lost your mind? 1 plus 1 was a promotional idea that I spent a whole month coming up with. Buy one, get one free. That means both of these drinks are on me. Just for you. That's... Hold on, that's not exactly how that works. Yeah, there was a problem there. That's okay, though. Your Excellency, please forgive him. He's always like this. Always digging for deeper meaning in everything. When I was young, I was also like this. Children are also curious about the world. Oh, that was me. Sorry. I see. Well, 1 plus 1 is definitely something worth musing over. Once today's session is over, I'll bring it up with Miss Shroomkates. Stop dawdling, Shroomlado. The Shroomberry nectar is best enjoyed fresh, so hurry over to the Shroomling Market and join the others. Even the Saintess is a patron of the Shroomberry shop. Come and visit us if you're in the area. My nose is so stuffed up. Shroomberry nectar, a juice that will play a key role at the Shroomthing Club. Interesting. This is the super wrong area. I have to go all the way over there. I'm sorry, everyone. Coming through. Take a sip of my drink, too, to help my throat. I can, like, barely talk and breathe. My nose is so stuffed up right now. I guess, like, that makes us stuffed up and runny. It's terrible. Hello, everyone. So this is the legendary Shroomthing Club gathering. That Shroomling who's deep in thought. That must be the legendary Miss Shroomkates. Your Excellency, Your Manliness, are you here to join today's Shroomthing Club too? That's right. I want to be known as a deep thinker, philosophical Momo. I'm afraid there's an entrance exam for first-time participants. Only after you pass can you sit in one of our gatherings. You silly Shroom. Her Excellency doesn't need to take an exam. I kind of want to. It's okay, rules are rules. Even the Saintess must act in accordance. Besides, I'm ready to take the exam. How many levels does Spira have? We had this question before, and I think the official answer is 3, although I kind of think the answer should be 4. 3 levels? That's correct. Next question is for his meowliness. How many leaves are there in total in Elderwood Forest? 1. Are you serious? That was way more difficult. Never mind. His meowliness is a close friend of the Saintess, and we're happy to have him join us as a guest. You're supposed to actually not give a number. You're supposed to say something philosophical about leaves and their role in the world or something. Please sit here and join us as we wait for Miss Shroomkates' latest musings. Snail, shroom, musing. Shh, your meowliness. Please don't disturb Miss Shroomkates while she's deep in thought. Just wait. Momo, let's sit quietly and wait. How long do you usually have to wait for? Are we gonna have to keep on waiting? My tummy's rumbling. Don't worry, she'll give us a resolution any moment now. Miss Shroomkates once said, waiting's not a waste of time, but a slow process of gathering scattered wisdom. Your Excellency, let's quietly wait together. Oh, do I get to sit with them? Oh. Oh my goodness. Please, game, calm down. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did to my computer. Let us wait. Time flew by in a blink of an eye, and I had fallen, yet Shroomkates did not do anything. We're gonna keep waiting? Time flew by, blink of an eye arrived, Shroomkates was lost in thought. She fainted. No way, hasn't she been deep in thought for the past 2 days? 2 days? I'd already gone through 12 meals by then. How has she managed not to eat or drink anything during that time? It must be from thinking for too long. Her brain overloaded and she fainted from dehydration. First level, nectar. Want a drink. Drink? Is she asking for something to drink? Nectar? She must want some shroomberry nectar. I have the nectar. Wait, where'd it go? Did I forget to grab it after talking with Mongogo? It's okay, I've still got one. Shroomlado, go calm everyone down. Momo, help me steady Miss Shroomkates. Thud, she just collapses. On the edge of the cliff? Oh my goodness. Drink. Drink. So many stars. Second level. Sweet drink. Now I really believe Miss Shroomkates is the Sage of Spira. She's so out of it, yet still waxing philosophical. Nikki, let's give her the Shroomberry Nectar. She's been mumbling about now. Give the Shroomberry Nectar, she slowly regains consciousness. If one day the first level Spira were to vanish, would the second level truly be the second? I remember. Wasn't this in a book? She was, like, arguing about the Shroomling King with this. Good grief, her first words after waking up. In order for there to be a second, there has to be a first. After all, the second is built upon the first. Last time I didn't necessarily agree with this. There's probably ways around it. I know generally she's right, though. Oh, I see. When we discussed the relationship between first and second, we're already standing at a third level. The level of non-existence. It offers a completely new perspective. Just as a fish cannot sense water until it is pulled out, thinking is the act of recognizing the water's existence, beyond both the fish and the water itself. Young Shroomling of the Shroomthing Club. The answer this time is, Spira's second floor must be built upon its first floor. But if the first floor doesn't exist anymore, it doesn't necessarily mean it never existed. It can still be the second floor, even if the first floor is gone. Just because it used to be so. Without the earth, there would be no mountains. And without the mountains, there would be no tallest tree standing among them. Without the ocean, there would be no salt. I don't know enough about salt. I'm pretty sure salt grows on land, but I don't know if it all originates from the ocean. I say grow. You know what I mean, though. Is underground, on land. Without salt, we wouldn't have our beloved salty moon chowder at Grace Dining Hall. Most importantly, without thought, none of the above would exist at all. That's also not true. They would exist naturally. I also don't know about the fish thing, because they manipulate water, so they should understand it exists even if they never leave it. Your Excellency, not only did you save me, but you also nudged me towards my resolution, giving me a clear sense of direction. It was nothing. Honestly, I think the way you expand upon your resolution came from within you. Shroomkates, you're awake. Thank goodness for the Saintess. It was her who brought the crucial Shroomberry nectar we needed. Also, I'm sorry I didn't get today's Shroomthing Club in time. If I had, I might have noticed something was wrong sooner. Don't beat yourself up over it. It's normal to skip class if you haven't finished your homework. In fact, Nikki always... occasionally Anyway, the Shroom Thing Club session seems to be really interesting. I'd love to join next time. That's wonderful, but as for my next musing, it still slumbers in the cocoon of time. In other words, I haven't come up with it yet. Miss Shroomkates, I have a musing I'd like to share with you. It came to me from a promotional sign at the Shroomling shop. What does 1 plus 1 equal? Oh, an excellent musing indeed. A good musing is like drowsiness. You never know when it'll strike. But I have absolutely no idea how to resolve this one. Just thinking about things like this already puts you ahead of Abutata, and he's a Shroomling King. That means you're sharper than the Shroomling King himself. Indeed. Do I agree with that? I don't know. I hereby declare today's Shroom Thing Club a complete success. Thanks to the Saintess's participation, let's give a big round of applause for Her Excellency. Your Excellency, please stay behind afterwards. There's something I'd like to tell you. This was a very long Shroom Thing Club session, but it was over in like 2 minutes once you woke up. That's very weird. Your Excellency, Your Highness, it's your decisive action that saved me. Otherwise, I would have returned to the Mother Shroom's embrace, leaving my questions unanswered. I thought it over. My fainting was most likely caused by too much sunlight at the market. It was just too hot. It does get quite warm around noon. If you lose yourself in thought and forget to eat or drink, you're bound to get dehydrated. Miss Shroomkates, a healthy body is a key to mindful thinking. You don't want to make everyone worry about you, right? Accurate, objective, and to the point. I'll be sure to host the next Shroom Thing Club session somewhere else. Your Excellency, do you have a place you recommend? Shell Island, somewhere with shade. Shell Island does not have shade. Somewhere with shade. Snail Ranch is cool and damp and has pleasant scenery. That could be an ideal spot. Thank you for the suggestion. The Snail Ranch brims with the wisdom of life. The next Shroom Thing Club shall be held there. Your Excellency, if you ever have time, come find us at the Snail Ranch. You'll always be welcome at the Shroom Thing Club gathering. Interesting. Because I know there's a quest. I need 10,000. There we go. I was going to say, I know there's another quest, but I thought the quest was here. So maybe, I said before, I don't know how many quests there are in this quest chain, but maybe there's a bunch. The goal is to do all of them, by the way. We're trying to get through the whole saga here. Because I think the final one was just added last update. So... oh my goodness, my computer. Please calm down. I don't know why it's so mad at me. I just turned it on, so there shouldn't be like programs running or anything. Something just booted badly, I think. Hello, hello. We never saw those people who were trying to get in. They might have been somewhere around there and I could have found them and asked them something. Or maybe they'll be at one of the future meetings. Oh, it's Our Excellency and His Meowiness. Seeing you two comforts me as much as drinking Shroomberry nectar. Hello, Shroomkates. Every cup of Shroomberry nectar is just as sweet, and my mood changes every time I drink it. I guess that's proof that my life is always changing. I don't understand. My head feels all tingly. Maybe it's growing a brain. That's a very good line, Momo. Thinking's more interesting. I've noticed you've been frowning and deep in thought. Are you pondering the question Shroomlato raised at the last Shroom Thing Club gathering? Wow, Your Excellency, you have such good memory. Shroomlato came up with it after seeing the promotional sign for a fruit shop, and it sparked all sorts of ideas. We ended up debating it quite a long time. Alright, I remember now. Isn't the answer just 2? How can it take so long to debate? But what if it's not 1 and 1 as numbers? What if it's 1 and 1 as letters? Then it would be A plus B equals C. Or something like that. I don't remember the full quote. Maybe to them, it's not simply a math problem. Math? I think I've heard some students on a field trip mention it before. At first, I even thought it was the name of a glue, since they kept saying they were stuck on it. Later, I learned it's actually a field of study. We Shroomlings are still relying on our instincts to make sense of the world, but surely the day will come when Shroom math is created. Although, what your Malian has said, too, is certainly one result. Not long ago, when we were choosing a site for the Shroom Thing Club and exploring different parts of the Snail Ranch, The Shroomling came up with a new idea for the answer. None of them could convince the others. Then why not let everyone share their answers, and I'll be the judge, Where's the other Shroomlings? They couldn't agree with each other, so they went off to different areas of the snail ranch to find evidence to back up their answers. That's why I'm the only Shroomling left here. When you passed by earlier, you might have crossed paths with them, just like Wisdom once passed through Spira. The Shroomling Club even includes exploration sessions like this? Everyone really has a strong spirit of hands-on practice. So inspiring. Practice is the only way to put ideas to the test. Compared to the Shroomling's search for answers, I'm just a dreamer. You're being too modest. Speaking of which, after being overexposed to the sun last time, my shroom waist developed some lingering issues. I can't walk for long periods anymore. Shroom waist? What's that? I think you can guess, Momo. Just like yours, your Meowliness, the roundest part of the body. Which means, looking at you, it seems like your whole body from neck to leg is one big waist. Are you saying I have no hips? I mean, you're kind of right. Some outfits, like this one, makes it look like I kind of have some, but Nikki's waist and hip ratio is pretty low. In general, she's not like a very curvy girl, but still. So, Your Excellency, could I ask you to take a walk around the snail ranch and see how the Shroomlings are exploring the question, what does 1 + 1 equal? Of course. So where... Over... what? The thinking student? Are you up on a cliff? What are you doing over here?
The view from your shoulder is great, Nikki. I can see so much farther.
You are so far away.
Hold on tight, Momo. Hey, careful not to fall off.
Hello, hello. Is this the right quest? I think so. Is there only one correct answer? Shroomlado. Oh, I just happened to pick you first. Okay. Hello. 1 + 1. What even is a number? And what does it mean to count? Could counting really be a field of study? The study of counting? Mathematics? Hello? Are you talking to yourself again? Ah, Your Excellency, Your Manliness, hello. I've been thinking about the question from the Shroomthing Club gathering. What does 1 + 1 equal? Oh my goodness, my nose is so bad. I can barely talk. Have you found an answer? Yes, on my way here, I was so absorbed in thinking that I tripped on a rock with my left foot, then stumbled again onto another rock with my right foot. So, in total, I fell twice. But that could just be one falling, because it's a continuation of the same fall. Which means 1 + 1 equals 2. Because of counting 1 comes 2, and plus means counting them together. It sounds so simple, yet so complicated. Even the most complex mathematics begins with the simplest equation. It seems Shroomlado has a real interest in numbers. Yes, Your Excellency, numbers aren't just about quantity, they can also represent relationships and ways of thinking. Just like water can flow, numbers can combine. Maybe they have invisible structures too. That's a great thought, Shroomlado. Keep going. For example, 1 + 1 equals 2 might work for stones, but for Shroomling Bathhouse it might not work at all. Although I hate to admit it, your intelligence has surpassed mine. I can't even understand what you're saying. Ah, Your Manliness, you jest. I just mean that I can't fully explain all these questions yet, but I really want to figure them out fully. I'm so excited. I feel like every fold of my shroom cap is helping me think. My dream is to become the mathematician of Spira. Oh my, if you do that, you'll become bald. You'll lose your beautiful shroom cap. If wisdom must come at a price, then I can only say goodbye to my shroom cap. Keep it up, Shroomlado. Questions are motivation. I'm certain you'll achieve your dream. I have to be careful not to correct their assertions. I have to let them come up with their own, and then we can all argue together once we recollect at the forum.
What
and
a
who's
lovely
down
sunny
here?
Day. Let's check out what the Shroomlings are doing.
Let me down, please. Let me down, please. Hello, hello. You're just chilling in the water. Ah, Your Excellency, Your Manliness, how are you? I've been thinking about the question from the Shroomthing Club gathering. Yes, I remember the question. What does 1 + 1 equal? Have you made any progress? I had no clue at first, but while passing through here with Miss Shroomkates to choose a site, suddenly got an idea for an answer. It was so hot that day, I ran to the water with my small cup and scooped twice with a leaf and filled 1 cup. So 1 + 1 equals 1. Because if you use a leaf to scoop water twice, you end up with a full cup. So you're just not, you're not... What is the term for this? Oh no. I was gonna say initializing, that's not correct. You're not properly stating what your variables are. So the 1 could represent something that isn't the same thing as the answer. Kinda is the idea. That kinda makes sense, but something about it still feels off. That's a very clever line of thought. With your Excellency's approval, I'll have an extra meal to celebrate today. Understandable. Respected. I do eat a lot. I'll take another meal too. Little baby? Hello. You have a crazy name. It's supposed to be Aristotle. How in the world do I say this? Shroomtle. Your Excellency, your meowiness, I knew you'd come. You're quite an outgoing Shroomling, but I don't think we've met before. Now we have. I'm Shroomtle, but you can just call me Shroomtle. You're really quite a unique little Shroomling, Shroomtle. Thank you. Are you here to hear about my thesis on the answer to the 1+1 question posed by Shroomkates students Shroomlato and Spira? Me hearing the word thesis from a Shroomling and Spira, am I dreaming? Your meowiness, don't be surprised. Let me take a sip of my drink again. I gotta blow my nose too. Please, I just want to talk. This is what a student... Oh no. This is what a student from Sichia told me. They said it's both something mischievous and a way to show off one's abilities. And it has to have a name so long you can't say it all in one breath. I think I might have said it in one breath. Well, not entirely wrong. So, Shroomtle, how's your thesis coming along? Alas, no progress. To test my conjecture, I need the snail breeder Luminana's help. But she's so busy she hasn't even spared me a glance. Nikki, when I just passed by, I did catch a glimpse of a busy Shroomling. The breeder must be busy with something very urgent and important. Shroomtle, what answer are you trying to verify? Maybe 1, maybe 6, maybe 9, I don't know yet. If only Miss Shroomkates were here. Interesting. So they're not even done yet. Everyone else has, like, their answer already. And who was it you were trying to verify with? So hot, Shroomcaps wearing gold. I don't see them poking about with their name. Let's go back to Shroomkates. Maybe we'll help them work through their answer during our discussion here. Oh, your Excellency and your meowiness. I didn't expect to see you again so soon. I envy your youthful energy. The Snail Ranch is huge. I've run so much my legs feel like they're slimmed down. Thank you. Do the little one's ideas all make sense to you? Describe what the 3 areas to the Shroomkates. Well, all of them make sense to me and are quite thought-provoking. It's just that Shroomtle keeps giving one answer after another. It's all Shroom talk. I can't make any sense of any of them. Maybe only Shroomlings can understand the reasoning behind Shroomtle's answers. What do you think, Shroomkates? I think Shroomtle knows the direction of the answer. It's just that he's standing at a point where the answer has... before the answer has even fully taken shape. Why don't we gather in the early morning and go to the Snail Ranch's nurturing area to test the conjectures ourselves? Truth is often hidden in the chaotic sorrow where ideas something. I accidentally clicked. That wasn't the game doing that. That was actually me messing up. That's unlucky. It's also not unlucky, it's just my fault. Let me up, please. Hello, everyone. I don't come over here much. And wait.
It's morning already. Let's kick off today's
Sometime
adventure.
later. Miss Shroomkates, your Excellency, your meowiness, you're all here. We are missing someone. As young as he may be, Shroomtle really has a different way of speaking compared to the other little Shroomlings. I mean, I just felt the answer. It's 6. How'd you suddenly come up with the answer? Did we miss some important steps? I didn't suddenly figure it out. Luminana was too busy, so I had to focus and take it step by step. I only just arrived at the answer. Feeling. I can see that even Her Excellency is puzzled. Why don't we go together and see this answer for ourselves? Answers are like freshly baked little desserts. They're best shared while still warm. So 1, 6, and 9. Something he observed from the snails? Maybe like the amount of bites they took or something? Your Excellency, seeing you here has made my day so much brighter. Oh, you're Luminana. Okay. How come every time Her Excellency shows up, you suddenly show up too, huh? You little shroomling, how could you compare yourself to Her Excellency? Actually, I've heard everything you said. It's not like I don't want to help Air Shroomto with the test. It's just the big snail is going through a critical moment, so I can't go away. If I'm juggling the duties of 3 shroomlings at once, I can barely rest. Luminana, is there something I can do to help? It'd be a huge load off my shoulders if Your Excellency could help feed the snails. Air Shroomto will be able to test his answer too. No problem, I'm great at feeding snails. Leave it to me. And I always forget. It's red for healthy, I think. Optional, purchase snail food. Feed the yellow snail until they're full. Uh-oh, I'm gonna be out of snail food. I have to go buy some. Feed. You need more? So it's how many they want until they're full? And feed? Oh no. Are you full yet? Okay, wait right here. I will be right back. I'm also accidentally going to do the quest because I have a quest at the place I buy snail food. There might be a place you can do purchasing it here at the snail ranch, but I don't know where that is. The only one I actually know is over here in town. So, there's a person who got hurt riding a snail, and it was over at the shop. So that quest might accidentally start here. And I don't see exactly where they are. Okay, I think we're safe. Oh, it might be that. Okay. Hello. Do I have the materials to actually buy the snail food? I would like to purchase 20. And now we go back. 2. That's still the best teleporter. This is kind of a rough area for teleporting. Because there's a lot of little side areas to the snail ranch. And there's only like the front entrance teleporter. Normally the teleporters are a little more central to an area. But this time they're just all at the very start. And all the way back up. Maybe you talk to them to purchase it, because there's a thing there. I have to re-put it on here, apparently. I don't know where you are in my menu. Right there. Save. And pull it out. Here you go. Oh, there's a little marker right above your head that it's 3. Looks like it's enjoying its meal. Now I'm hungry too. Something, something. Let's wait here. Waiting is part of the answer too. Not sure why, but I feel a little excitement inside.
The earthiness of the soil.
Nikki, that's your default line.
Drops.
You're not supposed to say that.
The wind here carries so many different
You want
scents.
3 whole
You can
fruits.
only find
I've
moments
never
like
had a
this in
snail want more than
Pizzaland.
1. Here you go. You can be happy too. And... oh no! There was a snail talking to the guy back here. And now they're gone. Hello, everyone. Let's talk to you and see what happens. You little, I know you're anxious, but calm down. When I say anxious, I'm just worried Her Excellency and his meowiness are anxious from the wait. You can't rush drinking hot juice. I'm sure Her Excellency knows that well. By evening, the little snail appears. Your Excellency, Miss Shroomkates, did you see my answer? 1 + 1 = 6. Congratulations, your thesis now has supporting data. So that's what it means to feel the answer. Amazing. So is it the idea that we fed the snail, and then the snails heard they were being fed, and they all came over, and 6 of them came? Your Excellency, what seems strange to you might be perfectly ordinary for us Shroomlings. We have a natural connection and intuition with the world around us. If you're close enough to Mother Snail, you can vaguely sense how many newborn snails she's carrying. Oh, she was pregnant. Okay. No wonder when we first met Era Shroomtel, he was always trying to get close to Mother Snail. I wanted Luminara's help, but then I realized I need to figure it out on my own. But where does the 1 and 1 come? Because I fed them 3 times. Was it me and the snail is 1 plus 1? Actually, Luminano was just too busy at the time to pay any attention to you. My next thesis will be called on the relationship between head circumference of his meowiness and the waist circumference of Abutata. Everyone's answers and thought processes are full of brilliance. What should we do? Wise, Your Excellency. What's your opinion? Analyze specifically. If it's simply 1 plus 1, the answer is 2. That's a rule of counting wisdom. Continuing wisdom. But each specific question needs to be analyzed differently. Once you add specific items after the 1, many different situations arise. For this reason, the answer can differ, and each one reflects the thinker's process. Each single one is brilliant in his own way. Well said, Your Excellency. This question has no single correct answer. Just like in Spira, there's no 2 Shroomlings are the same. Everyone's understanding and reasoning are more valuable than the answer itself, because truth is never a solo, it's a harmony of all beings. Yes, that's what made everyone in the Shroomthing Club so remarkable. Each question must be analyzed specifically. Answers arise from thinking, not the other way around. All standard answers are like pebbles shaped by the river of thought, while true wisdom may lie in the flowing water. I declare this question has no single correct answer. Every answer is valid because each question must be analyzed individually. Everyone is so captivated when they think seriously, they're practically glowing. But Nikki, this question and its answer feels more like a brain teaser. It doesn't really surprise me. This explanation might be a bit of a stretch to us, but for the Shroomlings it's not like that. Because they have a unique natural intuition, these answers are part of their rule of wisdom, not the casual puzzle questions for conversation. Some knowledge that seems obvious to us might not be common sense for the Shroomlings. Their rules of wisdom and survival are still taking shape, and as a scientist, my role is to help and listen. Hearing you explain it, I think I understand a little better. No wonder you don't give a standard answer, and instead recognize each one. So our role is to help them build their culture. We don't want to force human culture onto them. So even if that means their understanding of mathematics diverges, that's probably still fine, because it's just the way their civilization grows. And I do agree with that to some extent. It's just more with, like, quality of life things is where I would step in and actively kind of force their culture in a direction that would improve it, would be what I would say to that. Improve it from my perspective, that is. Yes, because thinking about the question itself is far more important than the answer. I get it now. Instead of just giving me a barbecue meal, you gave me the complete guide to making barbecue. Nikki, maybe I was being a bit arrogant earlier. I don't like that, though, because I just want to be given the barbecue. I don't want to make it. Momo, you've learned and reflected. It's truly a big step forward for the Momo clan's civilization. From now on, I'll do my best to live up to the title of your meowiness and help Shroomlings build their civilization. Can't help but wonder, long ago when human civilization was just beginning, did anyone take the time to listen to their thoughts on what 1 plus 1 equals? Never mind. Momo, let's go check on Shroomkates' thoughts. Also, it's happening. It's spreading. Oh, so cute. Oh, too cute. I can't focus on thinking at all. Shroomkates is really popular with the new snails. The snails have surrounded Shroomkates like a campfire. By the way, I've always wondered why your name and your students' names seem so familiar, seem so different to everyone else in Spira. Shroomkates, Shroomlado, Era Shroomtol. Oh yeah. Is it actually based on, like, philosophers from Sichia or something? Your Excellency, come closer. I want to share a little secret that only the 2 of us will know. Actually, my shroom name was originally Shugulala. I really liked the name my elder shroom had given me. But one day, many years ago, I was out in the forest with everyone, enjoying an outing. As yellow leaves swirled through the air, a single green leaf landed on my palm, and I suddenly began to wander. Why was I given this name? What is the meaning of my existence? And then a name came to mind, and when I got home, I changed my name to Shroomkates. I wonder if that's another thing. The philosophers chose their own names and they weren't born with them? I don't remember that. Do you want to be like that unique green leaf in Spira, different from other Shroomlings? Not exactly. Being different isn't the goal. I just wanted to remember that moment I started to think. Every time I'm called this name, I remember that afternoon that changed my life. Such a romantic, profound reason for this name. I didn't expect there to be such a story behind it. By the way, Shroomlato's original name was Flatutu, and Ereshroomtel's name was Arisdodo. Well, maybe I inspired them to change their names too. This shows their lifelong commitment to following their teacher. Exactly. In many novels, the very first thing to do when joining a master's school is change your name. By the way, it seems the snail really liked you. If you ask me, this will make a pretty good spot for the Shroom Thing Club. No. You're too distracted by the babies. Although the shady damp spot is perfect for Shroom Thing Club gatherings, these snails are just too adorable. I don't think I can focus on them at all. On this point, I really have to learn from your excellency. Huh? Even with the meowiness being so cute right next to you, you can still focus. Ah, you're making me blush. Thinking about it, the times I was most productive were indeed after Momo had fallen asleep. Shroomkates was right. Having cute friends next to you really does make it hard to focus. That was just because Momo's talking to you too much. We'll have to find another spot. Where would be best for the next Shroom Think Club gathering? It's gonna be the other option. What was it? It was like a damp place and something else. I don't remember actually. It's and then I'll feed the babies real quick. Num num num. Star knows all. Did I break it? Am I trapped in the animation with the baby? Oh, you need 3. I actually did break it. Uh-oh. That's a big problem, actually. Because that means I can't teleport at all, can I? That's just taking me to the shop. I need something that teleports me, and I think it doesn't work even if I have something. 'Cause I can't map. There's a way to open my map like this, I just don't remember it. I can't escape, that's what that button was. Can't choose Momo View. Can't change this. I think... Unfortunately, I think we're in a terrible situation. I think I have to do... this. I think I have to close the game. And I don't have time to edit today, so we're going to just hope the game opens quickly because my computer is exploding right now. Please? I did click start already. But yeah, I have to keep this in. I can't cut it out. Because if I edit the video, it's not going to even be close to making it up in time. I can, while this is loading, I can actually look at my computer and see why it's having all this trouble. You hear how loud the intro thing is? I'll be able to turn the screen back on in a second. It's currently loading, retrieving details. And enter Mirrorland. And I can put my screen back on. Please load quickly, I believe in you. It says there's 3 copies of Infinity Nikki open. It's also not responding, but it's literally loading. I'm looking at it. Let me turn off Wallpaper Engine again. Honestly, like, my CPU's exploding, but I'm using 30% memory. Okay, we're back. It only took a couple minutes. Oh my goodness. Whoa, 1 frame per second. 1 frame per second. I will feed these snails on my own time. I will learn my lesson. Oh, okay, this is the new quest, I think. So this is the area where when I googled... Actually, maybe it's not. So, yeah, it isn't. This is not new. So, whenever last update, I was trying to find the quest. I googled where it starts and the prerequisite, and I think this was the prerequisite quest, and this was the start of that quest. So I think we have 2 quests left to do. Oh no. Oh my god, my game. Please. Calm down. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in you. Sometime later. Hello everyone. Shroomlado. The morning sunlight on my shroom cap helped me drain the fog from my head. Miss Shroomkates, the sun feels good, but don't stay in it for too long. You're right. If we stay in the sun too long, we'll dry out and turn into dried shrooms. I think we might be getting off topic. Miss Shroomkates, what do you think of holding the Shroom Thing Club at Heroes Square? Even though it's spacious, with Shroomlings constantly coming and going, it can get very noisy. If you can't calm your mind to think, how are you any different from Abu Tata? Huh? Miss Shroomkates, what'd you say? I said, I'm not really sure if this is a suitable location for the Shroom Thing Club. Oh, shall we check out the bonfire square? It should be quiet during the day when there's no bonfire. It's just in front of my house? I guess that... Sure. There's just a party in front of my house. Where's the bridge? Oh my goodness. Calm down. Nothing's loaded over here. Hello everyone, popping into existence. Is that Uriel? What's he doing with the snail? Listen, I don't have time. I guess the snail must have been startled. Maybe we calm it down with some food? Good thing I bought a lot of food. I gotta feed a bunch of snails. The shop is fair that sells snail fruit. If you don't have any, we can go get some. I already know that, Momo, don't worry. Everyone's just actually going crazy. Is it considered nighttime right now still? Is that why? It's like just before morning? Sometime later. Nope, they're still partying. Here. So many shroomlings. Okay, wait. I turned around and I looked back and there's like a tenth of the amount of people. There is still a lot though. Feels like you can get pulled into the conversation with friends too easily here, making it hard to concentrate. Miss Shroomkates, what is concentrate? It's the ability to gather all the wisdom in the shroom cap into one spot without letting it scatter to the edges. You have a point. Just now I ran into 3 friends who frequently visit the Shroomling bathhouse. I wanted to say hi to each of them. Looks like the Shroom Thing Club can't meet here. Just like mushrooms that grow alone in the quiet forest, the best ideas or deepest thoughts come from peaceful, undisturbed environments. How about that little zone up on floor 3? Where the bird nest is. I don't understand. The purer the environment for thinking, the purer the thought itself. Just like the cleaner the bathwater, the cleaner the bath. I really want to take a bath. Or maybe we can go check out the Shroomling bathhouse. That's the worst idea yet. There is no way. I don't know how to get up there, actually. Where's the teleporter that gets to that zone? You. There we go. Yeah, you guys are not going to be able to actually pay attention and do things properly if you're at the bathhouse. That's even more distracting than the square. Hello, hello. Sometime later. Can I sit? I can't. Oh my goodness. You okay over there? Little bubbles rising from the bath. Could they be suggesting a sorting method? Sorting method? We once came across a problem like this while out exploring. If a group of Shroomlings needed to line up by height, what would be the best way to do it? Sounds like a simple problem, but right now I can't think of a good solution. I don't remember which one's most efficient. I know sorting algorithms is a big thing. They made us do, like, as early programming stuff in college, but I don't remember what the name is of the really, really good one for small data sets. How does this relate to the bubbles? I think we should compare 2 Shroomlings at the time. If one is in front and the taller one is behind, we just swap their position. I get it. Repeat that step until you don't need to swap anymore. Then the line will be in the correct order. Taller Shroomlings move to the back, smaller ones move to the front. Just like those rising bubbles, Your Excellency, Your Meowiness, you're absolutely right. Even though there's joy in solving problems like this, something still feels a bit off. Is that so strange? There seems to be a gurgling sound coming from the pool. Also, where's Shroomlado? Have you not noticed? He was here just a moment ago discussing the new location with me. This isn't a bubble massage pool. Where did those bubbles we just saw come from? Only once they realized what happens, everyone scrambled to pull Shroomlato from the bottom of the pool. Teacher, your excellency, your meowiness, are you here to take a bath too? Actually, we're just here to check out potential locations for the Shroom Thing Club. I can't move the camera. I hope this is intentional. I see. Sorry, the bath was so cozy I accidentally fell asleep. I get it. This place is just too comfortable. It would soak your brain and turn your thoughts into snoozers. It's hardly suitable for the Shroom Thing Club. This is why Abu Tata is the way he is. But it is really nice here. Abu Tata really knows how to enjoy life. Can't hold on much longer. An eternal drowsiness has been washing over my mind like soup. What I mean is, I want to take a nap here. God. I can't believe it. Shroomkates smoothly transitioned from talking to sleeping. Choosing a location is really hard. We just shared our frustration with the Shroomling King. He said, Hero Square is crowded with traffic in the morning. Bonfire Square is way too lively at noon. And by dusk, Shroomling Bathhouse is far too cozy. There's no way we can hold it at night either. At night? Wait, I have an idea. Let's hold the Shroomling Club under the stars. Gazing up at the night sky makes answers just want to pop into your head, doesn't it? Exactly. Your eyes on the stars, your paws on the ground. Your Excellency, your meowiness, Miss Shroomkates has been so exhausted choosing the location and thinking at the same time. Once she wakes, I'll tell her your advice. Can we meet tonight at the Spear Watch Terrace? That's the place the Spear closest to the stars. Would that be okay? Oh, of course. I hope she gets a good rest. Is it actually the place I said, up on level 3? Here. And... here, it is. Isn't there like a circle of stone pebbles or something up here? Not what I meant. That's a Shroomling wall. Over this area. Yeah, there is. I forget what is happening up here. It's like the babies are doing it or something. Shroomlato brought some cushions. And then something. The night sky over Spear is beautiful. Exactly. The Shroom Thing Club doesn't have to meet during the day. At night, it's quiet and free from the sun's blazing heat. The perfect time to stretch out our shroom caps and let our thoughts wander. Also, Your Excellency, the stars twinkle as though they're trying to speak to me, to share some hidden truth, yet I still can't grasp their meaning. Night always arrives after the sun sets. The meaning of tonight's stars may be hidden by the evening mist, but one day you'll understand what they're trying to tell you. I have a feeling I should know, and someday I will. Perhaps this is my true purpose in life. Your Excellency, do you think our questions are too simple? With your wisdom, they must seem terribly easy to answer. Not really. They can actually be quite hard to answer sometimes. Honestly, I come across new things that puzzle me and raise questions I can't answer. They might not be complicated questions, but they're still very important to my curious mind. So even the simplest questions have meaning and simply existing and being pondered. Eastland's a wonderful place. It grants you unique sensitivity to nature, shapes the Shroomling's unique laws of wisdom, and will one day become an essential part of Shroomling civilization. Will we, one day, have a brilliant Shroomling civilization of our own? You already do. But the disaster of Veilfall, the struggle to survive under the snail shell, the threat of the behemoths, and the deception of docilism, we've already endured far too many hardships. Could such a Shroomling civilization flourish as brilliantly as other civilizations on the continent? Could it really overcome one challenge after another? It will. Because the first Shroomling to look up at the stars has already appeared. That's you, and then your students, and their students. No matter the species, the first to look up at the stars and wonder is always a great one. Knowledge may accumulate, but curiosity is the true spark of civilization. The spark of civilization is like a mother shroom spore's drop. Once it's born, it carries on, and from it, continuation, new life emerges. Your Excellency, I know the answer to my previous question. Beneath this starry sky, the answer to 1 plus 1 is infinity. Your Excellency and I, we are like 1 plus 1. Your guidance through questions and answers let my thoughts stretch endlessly. Shroomlato and I are also 1 plus 1. This little one may seem quiet, but his mind is full of boundless, imaginative questions. I want to encourage him not to be afraid to speak. This endless starry sky and I are even more like 1 plus 1. Stars above are so enchanting, and their whispers. Could they be tiny hopes for Spira's future flourishing civilization? In my answers, I am part of the questions itself. My thinking never stops, so the results are infinite. I like your answer. When I feel lost, I often look towards the stars, and little by little, my worries fade away. So even someone as wise as the Saintess can feel uncertain. To us, you've always been determined, wise, and brave, able to overcome any challenge. Do you really see me that way? That's very flattering. Yes, I've long wanted to say, the Saintess I knew lived a secluded life. You don't seem like her at all. Nikki, if you would allow me to address you in such familiar terms, I can sense that you don't seem to come from this land, but from somewhere further afield. Perhaps... we don't have... It's interesting because I don't know what Nikki's going to say here. Nikki could say that she isn't actually the Saintess, and she took over the role of the Saintess. That's also complicated, because Nikki is and isn't the Saintess. Because she lives in multiple, like, frames of reference and lives at the same time. If it's about her coming from other worlds... The seer doesn't care, I think, if we tell people. I don't know if she's explicitly told us not to. I think it's just something Nikki chooses not to say. And when we had our birthday event, the seer wiped everyone's memory after they came to visit me. But that might just be that there's a problem with people visiting other worlds and maintaining memory. I'm gonna tell the truth and see which one Nikki says. Perhaps, no matter where I go, the stars will always guide me. Shroomkates, you are truly the Sage of Spira. A bonfire has no shadow, a stream has no color, and Spira has no sage. However, the stars that truly inspire me is sitting right here beside me. Starry Sky always holds the answer to the question and seems to be in the perfect place. So she did say that she was from the stars. Oh my goodness. This is the top. This is where people got it. I saw a girl with this top and I was so jealous. I loved it so much. And now I actually have it. 1 + 1 = infinity. I normally let the menu... We're getting that right now, by the way. I normally let the menu play out. I just, in my panic, clicked it because I was so excited. When I gaze upon the starry sky, the reflections of stars and Her Excellency both appear in my eyes. So close, so beautiful. Hello, Your Excellency, Your Meowliness. About the new site of the Shroomthing Club. Hey, Shroomkates, how's it feel to hold your Shroomthing Club gathering under the starry sky? It's even more comfortable than my daily soak in my bath at the Shroomling bathhouse. Every twinkle of a star is like a secret message to decipher. Sometimes I look up and the whole night just flies by. My brain feels more full than ever, but... to be honest with you, Your Excellency, sitting on the ground and thinking all night makes my behind awfully chilly. That, combined with my old backache, often causes a dull pain that breaks my train of thought. In fact, it's not just me. The young Shroomlings at the Shroomthing Club are all suffering the same problem. So even Shroomlings get sore backs and achy butts from sitting too long. It's pretty chilling. There's a pretty chilly evening breeze on the Spear Watch Terrace. I can see how it gets a bit uncomfortable. That was me, not Momo. So, you started making some snail churl cushions ourselves to protect our behinds. There's also so many young Shroomlings at the Shroomthing Club. We can't make a cushion for everyone yet. That's what's been troubling me. Leave it to me. If I have a sketch, I can make the snail curl cushions at a crafting table expansion to protect everyone's behinds. We have it, Your Excellency. You've done it so much for Spira, and we can give... And what can we give you in return is so very little. Helping everyone's Spira is a joy itself. Let me thank you on behalf of the Shroomthing Club members. With your help, Your Excellency, we'll be able to focus our thoughts instead of our behinds, and better converse with the starry sky. So you're saying the future glory of the Shroomling civilization rests upon these snail curl cushions? That's right, a good cushion is half the battle. I hereby declare the seat for every Shroomling's behind operation is now officially underway on the Spear Watch Terrace. Leave it to us, Shroomkates. Your future and every Shroomling's behind are safe with us. I'll leave this snail curl cushion sketch in your care, Your Excellency. Please take it. Right now, I make some cushions for everyone in the Shroomthing Club. Shroomling seat random quest started. Little cushions. And what about the other thing here? Oh, that was the only thing I could say, I guess. Hello, everyone. I have to go make you cushions. Oh, don't crash, please. Let's go to this. And when I teleport back, I'm going to teleport to an area to get my cocoon thing. Because I only know where a couple are. But where is my crafting table? It's down right next to me. Hello, Abutata. Oh, yes, Nikki. Yesterday, I slept soundly under the tree. Sweet dreams and all, but when I woke up, there wasn't a single fruit on the ground. How strange. This is truly the first time it's ever happened. I can't wait to uncover this mystery. Wow, that was a really short one. What the heck? Okay, 7? Yes. Crap. How many of you do I need for the quest? I'm gonna make 4. Because they're very cheap. And I can use them to decorate the actual place around here. Let's see if the quest is done. Wow, this is also comfy, just like my little nest. And everyone's behind, more ways one. Let's hurry and set them up on the terrace on the top floor. Back over. So this teleporter, I think, is the one where there's one directly clockwise. So we're gonna go grab our cocoon, which is the rarest material in the entire game, actually. I swear it's actually harder to get these than the Dawn Fox. At least the Dawn Fox is just chilling where he's chilling. Come here. Thank you. Now into my crafting. Rare piece. Sort by recent. Craft. Look at it. It's so good. I assume it's also dyeable because it's a new item. But let me double check. By recent. Not dyeable. I'm very thankful it's good colors then. Oh, we also have this we didn't look at yet. Like in full view. It's pretty good. So, I've been throwing around the idea in my head. Let me get out of here and go back so we can see my original outfit. Of changing this, because right now it's my Saintus outfit. I kind of want to keep my Saintus outfit. As what it is, basically. And change this to just be Saintus. And I need something to use next patch for my exploration in the new area / event outfit. I think I'm going to combine them into one. So maybe I can just use the event outfit. And then I'll have to worry in 2.6 about getting rid of one of my others. Maybe casual? I know, I've said before, I think this is the best outfit I've made from, like, just an actual, like, planning and looks department. Like, it's just a real outfit. Maybe it's finally time to get rid of casual, though. I do use it a lot. I don't want to get rid of my IRL. I could also get rid of IRL, though. It's my fun when I'm just walking around outside of videos outfit, though. Back to Saintus for now. Because I feel like I need my Saintus outfit to be here until I'm actually done with Italan. Like, until 3.0, I feel like I need the outfit. Because it got a lot of lore behind it now. And I wonder if I need my construction outfit to place all these little seats down for them. Can I just hand them to you? I should probably track the quest. Where is it? Shroomling seat. Oh, we needed 3 of them. What is that over there? Why is it telling me to go over there? I didn't start the quest. What in the world? Once Her Excellency brings us the snail curl cushions, our behinds will never be cold again. I'm confused. Untrack. Stop making me track these stupid random quests and track the thing I press track on, please. I have to place them? 23 meters away. Not within buildable area. Not within buildable area. Oh, this is the buildable area. Okay, that's a little hard to figure out, but we got there eventually. Now, where are my cushions? Makes sense they would be a chair. And we only need 3 of them. They're so tiny. Here. 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 And save. Oh, finally done. Nikki, let's go tell Shroomkates. Miss Shroomkates, we've placed the snail curl. I can't say this word. Snail curl cushions we made nearby. Shroomthing Club can say goodbye to chilly behinds. Thank you, Your Excellency, and your meowiness. Now that our behinds are saved, Shroomthing Club itself has no more problems, which means we can better ponder the problems that arise at the gathering. If basic needs are not met, one cannot satisfy higher level needs. Which is to say, needs are not parallel, but ascend in layers. I think I've reached another epiphany. You've recreated Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And just like that, Shroomling civilization has taken another great leap forward. It is precisely because of our support and help, Your Excellency, that I have confidence to boldly push Shroomling civilization forward. About the future plans. Shroomkates, do you have any future plans for the Shroomthing Club? Big plans. Shroomlado is interested in numbers, so we might form a mathematician's interest group in the future. Heir Shroomtel really wants to go to school. If conditions allow, I'd like to build upon Shroomthing Club and open a school. I also consulted with students from Sichia who are doing fieldwork in Spira. They said we could think about the political, economic, and cultural systems of Spira. Wow, sounds like Shroomling civilization is developing at the speed of light. Speed of light. Does light have a speed? And what does the speed of light represent? A single casual remark from you, Your Excellency, is enough for us to study for a lifetime. I used to think the days were too long, but now I feel they're far too short. Congratulations, Shroomkates. I think you found your life's calling. This feeling is truly wonderful. My mind has never been so clear. It's like the veins of a leaf in Elderwood Forest, endlessly extending and branching, as if you could glimpse the entire forest from a single leaf. In any case, before I return to the embrace of the Mother Shroom, I must pass on the spark of inspiration that you ignited in me, Your Excellency, to as many as I can in Spira. A single spark can light the largest fire, and Nikki's spark has warmed my heart immeasurably. I am struggling today to talk into everything. You guys are... My game is exploding, actually. That's also not where I put the cushions. You did say you didn't have enough cushions. I'm gonna hope my game doesn't fully crash, because everything is broken. So... let's do a run-through. Let's make sure that there's no continuing quest. Uh-oh. Okay. Quick flight, missing the friend. And Bolvava. Yes. I wanted to... That's not where I expected that quest to take me. Let's go talk to Bolvava real quick. We're trying to just do a little bit of wrap-up here at the end. Of a couple loose ends, because we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna be leaving, probably, this area. Assuming I'm right about next patch being just a whole new zone. We're just not gonna interact with people here anymore. For at least a bit. And down we go. Hello, everyone. Hello, lag. Hello, Bolvava. Is this where humans live? I feel like I've been here before, but this, I believe, is the Shroomling who guided people in the Misty Forest. Are you remembering something? I see a hazy figure speaking in my mind. It says, one day a little lantern will light this forest, and the night beneath the mist will be peaceful and still. Someday Someday, people will no longer have to fear the dark. I'm sorry, I feel a little dizzy. Please rest here for a bit, don't push yourself. Leave the clue hunting to me and Momo. You can count on Nikki and me. I'm sorry, my memory's getting worse and worse. Often, I feel like everything from the past has been swept away by the tide. I try my best to look back, but all I see is a vast, empty sea. But the sunlight here is very warm. It's night, sorry. As warm as her hands when she held me. Here, I feel her embrace again. I also said the first line of that is Nikki, because she moved her arm. I really wish I could hug her one more time. Love, I handed the little lantern to Nikki. Handmade lamp. Small lamp Bulvava always carries around. The handmade lamp, its plain housing covered in the marks of time. The wick still burns stubbornly, emitting a gentle yet steadfast glow.
What a lovely sunny day.
Investigate clues from the adventurers. Hello, sir. Hello, please wait a moment. Oh, hello there. This may be a bit forward of me, but I'd like to ask, is that lantern in your hand for sale? Have you seen this lantern before? Do you know who its maker is? I'm not really sure about that. I'm a stylist, and I like to collect all sorts of rare whimtech. Things here aren't very advanced, but they're quite novel, so I thought I'd bring some back as toys for my children. Take that little lantern you're holding, for example. The materials and craftsmanship are truly ingenious. If I'm not mistaken, it can stay lit forever, right? That's right, but it's very important to us, so I'm afraid it's not for sale. No problem. It's a bit bold of me to ask, so you're trying to find the stylist who made it? Do you have any leads? I wouldn't call it a lead, but now that I take a second look, it does seem a little familiar. Let me think. Oh, before coming to Elderwood Forest, I read some books about this place at home to prepare for my expedition. An obscure nautical magazine mentioned some historical maritime signal lanterns. You know, they look quite similar to this one. Maritime signal lanterns? Yes. It said they were a popular type of lantern in Elderwood Forest seas a decade ago, but later, for some reason, people stopped using them. The item required in that magazine are nothing more than antiques now, so I only skimmed at it. I just remembered it for its unique design. I don't know anything else. Thinking about it now, it's a real shame. The stylist who could make a lantern like this must have been very talented. Thank you, that's very helpful. You're welcome. If you find any other interesting little gadgets, be sure to come find me. So, lanterns that never go out are a thing that's like known to exist, and Mayor Grace still has a power grid system with lamps that go out at the slightest touch. I see how it is. Oh, you've never heard of the Luminous Envoy? I just got here, so what is it anyway? Your hair is way too pretty, both of you, for being in the woods like this. You should be, like, rougher. They're divine descendants who help travelers lost in Misty Forest. That forest is said to be cursed by dark creatures, shrouded in thick fog all year round. But if you do good deeds, the gods will look kindly upon you and send one of their descendants, the Luminous Envoy, to show you the way. For real? Do good deeds? A descendant? Have you seen one? Well, no. But the senior adventurer who's been to Misty Forest all swear that the Luminous Envoy exists. Excuse me, my name is Nikki. I was wondering if you've seen this little lantern, or one of a similar design? We're looking for its maker. Huh? I can't really recall. Design is quite unique, but none of the adventurers here have ever used one, I can tell you that much. Huh? Is that kind of lantern rare? I saw one when they looked just like it next to an old house. Could you tell us where you saw it? It's very important to us. Any clue might be helpful. Might be a great help. It was over by the harbor. There's a tiny house there. I heard it's been abandoned for a long time. I was looking for pretty shells on the beach of the harbor to make some Eastland-style trinkets and earn some money. I ended up digging up a little lantern from a pile of sand near the old house. It was badly damaged, but you could tell it belonged to an adventurer. Of course, I couldn't just take someone else's things, so I quickly buried it again. Sounds fine at first, but there's something a little weird about burying it again. Now that I think about it, I've kind of forgotten exactly where I buried it. Why don't you go look around over there? Thank you so much. No problem, but that lantern was pretty bashed up, so I just guessing it might have, so I was just guessing what it might have looked like. Can't be sure it's the same kind you have. What? I'm begging you, stop running off without telling anyone. What if something bad happens? I know, but I ended up helping someone this time, didn't I? Just think of it as me doing a good deed, and don't tell the captain. And, oh, we need more clues. Oh, we're just telling Bulvava. Are they gonna come with us? Hand the little lantern back to Bulvava. So, while we don't have a clear answer yet, we probably, maybe, possibly have a vague direction. Not very confident, are you, Nikki? It's alright. A long time has passed for everyone, but I'm still very happy you brought me here, Nikki. The longer I stay here, the clearer her image becomes in my mind. Let's go over the information we just heard. Maybe it'll help you remember her more. I think the maritime might be more important because it also is at the beach. So just saying an old house isn't as, like, mind-stimulating. Decades ago, a type of maritime signal lantern was popular in the Elderwood Forest seas. Told Bob about the history of the maritime signal lanterns. No one's used this kind of lantern anymore? I don't know why, but I feel an indescribable sadness. However, what that human adventurer said about a toy reminded me that she also made me flower crowns, little grass fans, wooden wind chimes, and many, many things for our home. When she placed a flower crown on my head, her gaze was distant, full of nostalgia. Back then, I didn't understand the emotion behind that look. An adventurer saw a lantern similar to this one near an old house across from the camp, and it was damaged. About this lantern from the old house. But Vava, do you remember anything else about the little lantern? Did the adventurer make any others? The lantern. She poured her heart and soul into it. She tried so many times. One lantern, then two. She would often work late into the night for them. She said she wanted to see a light that would never go out. So we journeyed deep into the forest together, stepped barefoot through the moonlight of the waves, and climbed on the highest peaks. All just to find a new material for the wick that you'd never tried before. She held my hand, clutching my shroom cap to her chest, even though the sharp-toothed leaves left her covered in scratches. After bringing the materials back to our home, she would work all day and night again. Your home? Yes, when I was little, she and I both lived in Misty Forest. I remember now, we lived together in Misty Forest once. Isn't Misty Forest very dangerous? But back then, it seemed I was unwilling to leave. Perhaps it was because I had been in the forest as long as I could remember, and didn't know what the outside world was like. For a child, facing a vast, completely unfamiliar world must be frightening and confusing. So I whined and refused to leave. She didn't force me. Instead, she stayed with me. Even though Misty Forest was unfamiliar to a human. She would often comfort me, saying that danger wasn't all the forest was. It was a profound place, with surprises hidden among its countless unknowns. Later, I grew up a little. By her side, I found more courage. We left the forest, avoided the behemoths, we saw the beautiful sea together, and we built a small home. A home? A home by the sea. Suddenly ran towards the harbor. Polvava! Whoa, Nikki, let's catch up to her. Now we're heading down there. To the wharf. While I'm here... Oh.
The view from your shoulder is great, Nikki. I can see so much farther up here.
Cecilia?
Hold on tight, Momo. Careful not to fall off.
What are you... I'm sorry I ran into you just now. Kinda do want to talk to you. But I don't think we have time, because I don't know how big your quest is. I wanted to head over here. Are you doing okay? Thank you, Miss Nikki. My Marlene is safe now thanks to you. I'm indebted to you. I, Lore, always repay my debts. If you ever need anything in the future, I will do everything in my power to help. Dad, don't be so stern. You'll scare Nikki. Nikki, my dad can be a bit old-fashioned, but our hearts are in the same place. You're our friend now, so if you ever run into trouble, just come and find us. Even if you're not in trouble, you're always welcome to hang out. Dad used to be a first-rate helmsman. Sailing on his boat is super thrilling. Okay, I'll take you up on that then when I have the chance. Okay, yeah, I wanted to make sure Marlene actually made it home to her dad safe. Let's do the puzzle. Let's do it. I need a redemption. Oh, okay, hang on. What's the symbol supposed to be? It's an anchor. So I go up, like this, out, up, back, in, up, and complete this side too. We've done it. It's the best anchor you've ever seen. Look, it's perfect. Okay, and now let's head on in here. Oh, it's so laggy. Oh no. It's the same puzzle I just failed, isn't it? It's literally the puzzle I just failed. Okay. How do I get to the other side without touching anything? I guess I can do this. This, and then jump. And then this, and then jump. And then we're gonna do you. And then we're gonna do you. Is that correct? It is. Okay, this one was way easier than the other one. I was supposed to do this one first. I swear, the one in Misty Forest is impossible. It cannot be solved by humans. I'll take that. That's redemption. You know what that also is? That's also me wasting my final Whim Star on more health. That's my life durability. Never mind. Invincibility duration. We're going to finish this quest and we're going to grab 2 Whim Stars. I passed 1,000,000 of them this episode. There's one right there. I don't think I can get that. I tried last time to make the jump. I just have to sticky hand. Come on, let me sticky hand to you.
Nikki, you look so
We're going to go into the new area with max health.
Wanna give it a...
So now I need one more Whim Star somewhere. After this quest, we'll go just grab a random one. What? Oh, there. Wow. Okay, well, that was easy. We officially have 10 health, finally. This is not available. This stuff I do need to get eventually, I just don't care right now. I haven't upgraded the Boldy outfit, but I will do it at some point, get all this stuff just because I want to have it, but it's not a high priority. I have the Sea of Stars done, but I haven't even done this. I haven't just used my money yet. Here, give me some extra wish field stuff. Sure. I've already beaten, like, all the styling contests in Wishfield. So, this doesn't really do anything. I don't think any of this counts for Mirror Crown, probably. I assume it doesn't, at least. Get all this. I wish I could upgrade my outfits up here. But getting these is rough. I'm trying. I'm slowly working my way up. Give me my new bug net. Thank you. Give me my new fishing rod. Thank you. And I'm gonna keep wasting stamina until I can get these insights up so that we can have this done. And the only thing left is this stuff, which is insanely expensive. All clothing, sexy plus 10. So how many stars do I need here? I need 4. I need 8 stars. This is literally all my money gone, by the way. We're gonna do it, though. It's so expensive. Maybe I'll just do 1 for now. How many blings do I have? 1.7 million? Yeah, I can't even do this all. There, that's done. Let's do... Elegant, cool. Let's do... Sweet. Come on. We can do all of this, and then I'm just completely out of money. When I get more money, and more Whim Stars, I guess, we're gonna have to do this. Because I don't have enough anyway. So if I need 8 for over there, we can get a little bit of fresh here. And 1 more. What a disaster. My money is completely gone. So I actually can't spend my stamina on anything other than money for a bit, I think. Oh, there's a book. I'm gonna read it before I talk to you, even though you're gonna tell me to read it afterwards. Unknown notes. Experiment plan 1. Materials: 22 bundles of knotted fern, 36 sack fruit trees, 9 pendulum blooms. Result: failure. Experiment notes. First lantern experiment attempt went poorly as expected. Wasted a large amount of materials. Most of Italand is shrouded in miasma. making materials scarce. Future experimentation must be conducted more carefully. Most of Land in miasma, the stuff I was talking about earlier, is not just a forest. Something happened 3 years ago. Experiment Plan 27. Materials, 7 thorn fruit, 15 pendulum blooms, rest obscured by stains. Result failure. Experiment notes. 9 ferns weren't used this time. Thorn fruits were added instead. The lantern's brightness reached the standard, but the burn time was too short for practical use. Experiment Plan 149. Materials, 13 thorn fruit, 2 pendulum blooms, rest obscured by stains. Result success. Notes. The material ratios were adjusted using fresher thorn fruit from Misty Forest. The lantern ignited brightly and lasted a long time, marking a preliminary success. Thorn fruit in Misty Forest are rare. I don't think so. Oh, in Misty Forest in particular, maybe. To popularize this lantern, more common substitutes are needed. If suitable materials cannot be found in Eats Land, I must embark on another expedition preparing for it, rest obscured by stains. So did they not die? Did they just leave to find lantern material and then never return? This place, it's so familiar. This is it. After I grew up, she brought me to the seaside, and together we built this beautiful little house. When I first met her, she often wore a sad expression, as if she was missing someone. We kept each other company, and she gradually became happier and wanted to embark on an adventurer's journey again, so we chose this spot where we could see the sea. We made a promise. One day, when I become a big shroomling who could take care of myself, she would raise a new sail and travel across the oceans and lands. And every year after that, she would always come back to see me, to see if I was growing up well and safe. But it looks like no one's lived here for a long time. Did she ever come back to see? That was me. Did she ever come back to see you? This was where I last saw her. I waited and waited, but her little boat never came. So I thought maybe she had already returned. Maybe she went back to the Misty Forest where we spent our time together. If so, just as she once found me, it was my turn to find her. Every blade of grass and every tree holds special meaning for you and the adventurer. Maybe we could find her name and her past here. Thank you, Nikki. With you by my side, I'm slowly starting to remember things in the past. I want to take a good look around here again. You guys are jumping all over the place. Get out of here. So what is this? Is this an unsent letter? Dear Ball, it's been 10 years since you left this world, and I still dearly miss you. I often dream of you sitting at the dining table, looking at me pitifully, saying that you're hungry. I also dream of Ferdinand gently coaxing you while you smile at me. And lastly, I dream of you grinning mischievously as you hug me, secretly wiping the grease from your mouth on your collar. You left me, and in order to save you, Ferdinand left me too. I once thought, the text is obscured by stains, or perhaps deliberately scribbled out. If I had invented a lamp that could illuminate the sea a little earlier, perhaps that day people wouldn't have been so panicked and helpless. The ship wouldn't have struck the reef in darkness, and we could still have been a happy family. The text is obscured by stains, but I love you always. Signature has been obscured by stains. So, we have Baal, who died in the crash. Ferdinand tried to rescue them after the crash and also died. And then this person survived. It seems to be from an adventurer to her child named Baal, and Baal passed away a long time ago. So Ferdinand might be the husband? Oh, button cone. That's what I meant to do. Again, Nikki very strong, standing up on one foot like this. Here's another letter. Dear Ferdinand, I really stood on the land of the Elderwood Forest, a place we loved so much, though unmentioned in the magazine you always read, Adventurer Monthly. I don't know why I came here, so maybe I don't want to do anything at all. I just don't want to go back home. If a place without you can even still be called a home, unless it's obscured by stains. However, I rescued someone deep in the jungle. How do I describe her? A child, as adorable as a little mushroom. The veteran adventurer here said she's a shroomling. She was still very little, just like a tiny ball. When her eyes met mine, I knew I had to protect her. At the very least, I had to protect her until she grew up. Obscured by stains. Would you be mad at me? I didn't choose to reunite with you after all. Didn't reunite with you all. Text obscured by stains. Handwriting is the same. They both must be from the same person. The Shroomling mentioned the letter. Could that be Vava? And who is Ferdinand? And up here? A rope? Wow, Ball, you're amazing! I only showed you once, but you remember how to build a roof perfectly. I've grown up. I can help you now. I know, Ball's the strongest, bravest Shroomling of all. It's your safety is the most important thing to me. Don't try to do everything by yourself. Come on, let's do it together. Here, we built a little house together. Back over here. Tailor beetles hate the smell of these leaves. If we hang them by the house, the little beetles will stay far away. Ball, there are so many plants out here. How'd you manage to find the one tailor beetles hate the most? I just smelled it. It was easy. But there are so many different smells in the forest just by sniffing these leaves. I like that we're like on water right now. We're floating. Did I do something wrong? No, not at all. You've always been a good child, Ball. I was just thinking, perhaps it's the charm of the forest. All living things have their own place, silently nurtured by it. There may be no human texts or schools here, but there's a kind of knowledge being quietly passed down. I suppose that's the point of adventure too, to see the world you've never seen, to learn things humans don't understand, and then to realize that humans are not the most powerful species in the world after all. I don't know about that. Oh, I don't understand though. You'll understand when you're a little older. Today, Ball taught me how to identify a new leaf. Later, we'll go to the beach and I'll teach Ball more about fish and shells. Yay. When I was little, she called me Ball. We played together. I was always with her. And I think that's the end point, so I think I go over here. Are you sleepy, Bolvava? Go to bed first. I'll be done soon. I'm not sleepy. I want to stay with you. Your head is bobbing up and down, and you still say you're not sleepy? Come on, sweetie. Time for bed, and I'll tell you a story. And then don't leave. Stay and sleep with me, okay? Tonight, I have to finish the little lantern in my hands before I can sleep. Do you remember? This material is only useful when it's fresh. Is it a very powerful lantern? You're so busy every day with it, and you're always getting hurt. It might not be that powerful, but it'll definitely help a lot of people. I just want to finish it soon. I finally made some progress recently, so I'm a little anxious. I'm sorry, Bolvava. I haven't been able to spend much time with you these past few days. Next time, I won't leave you for so long just to go looking for materials. No, don't say I'm sorry. I'll go up fast, learn fast, and we'll work together. Then you won't be so tired. The little lantern. She always worked so hard on the little lantern. This must have been written by the adventurer for Bolvava. Dear Bolvava, stains obscure the text. Although I've already said to you what I wanted to say, well, it's human habit, isn't it? Before leaving, one always feels the need to say a proper farewell. For the last time, I'll first write a draft on paper. The first time I met you, it was the darkest moment of my life. I lost the most precious person in my world. And though I'd wander through Elderwood Forest until I died, at that very moment you appeared. It was your companionship and encouragement that helped me clearly see the path my life should take. I survived by chance, not to spend each day in gloom and despair. I still have meaningful things to do. And when I meet Ferdinand and Ball in the future, they too will be proud of me. I've told you the story of my child Ball. I'm truly sorry. There was a time when I could only endure life by imagining you as her. But as you grew, I gradually realized you two are very different. Every Ball is a unique and precious being. I thought you'd be upset when I gave you this name, but instead, you said you were willing to be my Ball for your entire life. Me too. I'm willing to be yours. My whole life. Text is obscured by a stain. I've thought about it for a long time. I feel that I cannot selfishly claim this name for myself, nor should I give you the old name from before. I asked some experienced adventurous seniors who know the Shroomlings well. They said that Vava means happiness to the Shroomlings. That's why I gave you the new name, Bolvava. Now you're an independent Shroomling. You have the right to decide your own name. And no matter what you choose to be called, I hope you're still happy and filled with joy. I must continue my journey, searching for simpler, more humble lamp wicks materials. Then, more ordinary people will have access to light, and so countless balls won't have to wait in the dark for their loved ones. Don't be afraid, we'll meet again next spring. I'll love you forever. Rest of the text obscured by stains. Bolvava, so that's the meaning behind the name. They had promised to meet the following year. I wonder if the adventurer ever returned as promised. We know they returned a few times at least. Marlene suddenly ran towards Nikki and Bolvava from the distance. Nikki, Bolvava! Marlene, how'd you find us here? It's good news. Dad told me to... Wait, let me catch my breath. Take your time. We have new information for you and Mr. Loire as well. That's even better. I told Dad about the Luminous Envoy and what the little lantern looked like. To my surprise, he had a thoughtful look on his face. He said he might know something about the lantern's maker, but it would be best if we could see the lantern in person. But when I asked him for more details, he became hesitant. Then, Bovava, let's go see Mr. Loire. I have a feeling that this time we'll find out who she is. Of course. And that's the letter. There's probably a chest behind this house, isn't there? There's not, but there's you. Come here. And... that's it, I think. I might have also explored here before, already. When we originally came to the beach. Let me not stand in the exact center. Miss Nikki, you're here. Thank you so much for your help with Marlene. After hearing Marlene's story, I felt the lantern seemed familiar, and I had some suspicions. I could see with my own eyes, I'm sure I could confirm it. Handed the little lantern to Loire, who examined it carefully. Mr. Loire, what do you think? It's probably also Luire, not Loire. It might be Loire. I don't know. It feels more natural to say Loire. Yes, I've seen it before. This is a maritime signal lantern from decades ago. They were quite famous among the ships that sailed the Elderwood Forest seas. So it really was a lantern for sailing. I was still young back then. Elderwood Forest was desolate and remote, and the coastal waters were rough. Very few ships passed through. At night, the fog would roll in, and the sailors on the passing ships wouldn't see the sea surface clearly with their regular windproof lanterns. So this type of little lantern that gave off a special glow became popular at the time. It was exceptionally bright, long-lasting, and would pierce through the thick sea fog. The lantern could even float on water. In emergencies, the crew would throw several lanterns into the sea, sometimes to see the coastline and let people on shore know a large ship was returning, sometimes to call for help from further away. Why didn't such an amazing invention remain in use? The wicks they used were too special. The raw material for the wick came from deep within Misty Forest, surrounded by a thick miasma, and the harvesting conditions were very harsh. Because of this, the number of lanterns were always very limited. I think the humans in the Nikki world don't have IRL human ambition. I contain the soul of capitalism. That's why, when given the opportunity, I made children into workers. These people do not. It doesn't matter where this wick came from. If you told me there was an ever-burning lantern, I'm bringing the bulldozers and we're getting to wherever this place is through the miasma or not. It's becoming a resource I shall mine and harvest infinitely to create infinite wealth through these lanterns. It was only ever high-class merchant ships or ships with nobles that would use them. Ordinary captains couldn't afford such a lantern. Later, I heard the lantern was introduced to other countries. A stylist was inspired by it and improved on the design with different materials. After countless experiments, she created a common signal lantern we see at the harbor and on ships today. So they just gave up on the infinite thing, maybe? And they used, like, a slightly different one? Because I feel like the infinite burning is a new feature we haven't heard of until recently. From the way you speak, you seem to know a lot about this little lantern. Mr. Loire, did you... Oh, yes, I piloted the ship that brought her to Elderwood Forest. Daisha, the maker of the luminous sea lanterns, a stylist of extraordinary talent. Diasha? Diasha? I don't know how to say it because it was broken up like this. Daisha. Daisha. I think it's how it's supposed to be said. Luire. Luar. Luire. I guess I'll start saying Luire, because if I'm saying Daisha, I should say Luire. Most stylists who left behind important inventions in history have their stories passed down. With Daisha, her stories were special. She never sought fame or fortune and always kept a low profile. If I hadn't met her on the ship back then, I probably wouldn't have recognized her either. You know her? You spoke with her? Do you know if she's okay now? Where to begin? Actually, the first time I saw her, she wasn't doing well. People traveling with her said she had just been in a shipwreck. Her husband and child were tragically lost. Not long after entering Elderwood Forest, she disappeared. The miasma here hadn't cleared yet, so we didn't dare go deep into the forest. Everyone thought that maybe, because she was so distraught, she just... Unexpectedly, a few years later, she reappeared in Elderwood Forest. embarked on a new adventure, and brought with her the stunning luminous sea lanterns. As it happened, she traveled on my ship again. I remember she was completely different from the despondent individual I first met. She spoke with great enthusiasm about her research on the lanterns and said she wanted to promote them in more distant places. Do you know where Miss Daisha is now? I'm afraid she disappeared again. For every sailor, the sea is a place of both danger and reward. This is especially true for an adventurer like her who traveled all year round. The last I heard of her was a long time ago. They said a storm caused a distant tsunami, and she was on a ship traveling those waters. So by disappeared, you mean she must have passed away long ago. It's just that we old boatmen are used to only ever saying disappeared. I suppose it's because we're always hoping that those familiar faces will return from the sea one day. This Bulvava, Daisha. Thinking about the timeline now, she disappeared not long after she left Elderwood Forest. How many people remember her name today, I wonder? The moment I saw this lantern, I remembered that many people wanted to call the luminous sea lantern the Lantern of Daisha. It's common for people to name their Whimtech inventions after themselves. But Daisha said there was no need to emphasize her name, that light belonged to everyone. If she hadn't met such an unfortunate fate, with her talent and generosity, she should have surely become a world-renowned stylist. Bulvava didn't respond to Luir. She just kept murmuring Daisha and carrying the little lantern. She stumbled straight towards the coast. She didn't look something. They need to stop making, oh, I'm sorry. I want to let you walk. They need to stop making, quests like this? We just had, was it last episode? I didn't cry, it doesn't count, but my eyes were watering. And, I am fighting right now to not, be in the same position. Nikki and Momo quietly kept Bulvava company for a very long time. Daisha. Just saying her name makes me feel warm. It gives me courage and support. I shouldn't have forgotten. A few years ago I asked those human adventurers about her, but I never got an answer. Until one day someone told me she had been in a shipwreck. And like her family, she was lost to the sea forever. Living in this little house, all I could think of was her waving goodbye and never coming back. It was so painful. I didn't want to remember anymore. So you left the cottage and forgot those things, is that right? I couldn't believe she was gone. She hadn't come back to see me yet. How could she be gone? She promised me. She never breaks her promises. After hearing the news, I slowly became a little confused and dazed. There were so many voices in my head every day. Give me a picture of that. One moment they'd say, Daisha has gone into Misty Forest for materials again. The next, Daisha is in danger, and then, you have to help Daisha. I thought, it must be like before. She's gone to a dangerous place all by herself again. I'm grown up now, I have to help her. Sometimes, forgetting is the best protection. I think, if forgetting can end the pain, Daisha wouldn't want you to live on in sadness. She was always such a kind, soft-hearted person. The little lantern was the first one we lit together. She was so happy then. She hugged me and said that one day, we would make it so that everyone could use the little lanterns. On the sea, on land, even in the sky, she wanted to continue creating Whimtech, no matter how much effort it took. As long as it could help people live better lives, she had no regrets. Mrs. Daisha was truly remarkable. She was never afraid of the dark or of danger. She was brave, even when she was alone. But I wish I could have been by her side when the storm came. Before she left, she told me confidently that the lantern's light could dispel the deepest darkness. As long as I had it, she could find me no matter where I went in the forest. But Nikki, the lantern could light up the forest and the sea. Why couldn't it light up her way back from the sea? Bulvava, perhaps no words can truly comfort you right now. We didn't experience what you went through, and we have no right to tell you not to grieve. I don't have any great wisdom to offer, but I know a saying. If a person's life work continues, and that person's still alive in this world. The luminous sea lantern, they guided many adventurers. They were the origins of today's maritime signal lanterns, and later, you carried one and helped many lost travelers. And just as she protected you, you protected Marlene. In this way, Mrs. Darsha's spirit has not been extinguished. She would be happy for you, for all of this, Bulvava. Her work continues. She's still alive. I also want to record Mrs. Daisha's story and preserve it in the Stylist Guild archives. As such a brave and ingenious stylist, her name deserves to be known by everyone. If her name is remembered and passed on, Mrs. Daisha will never have truly left us. Then, let's stay here forever, illuminating the place she wanted to illuminate. Nikki, I want to hang this lantern here. Will you help me? Something popped up. Luminous sea lantern. Where are we gonna put it? Oh, and I was thinking about this, and I was gonna say no because it's gonna break. I thought we were gonna like erect something here. As long as people pay attention and help it if it falls. Carefully hung the sea lantern. A gentle yet steady light flowed, wordlessly illuminating the night. Thank you, Nikki. The first time I saw you, I felt like you were very much like her. Now, even though you look completely different, you're both just as bright, pure, and warm. I'm glad I was able to bring you some comfort. Back at the old house, I also found a diary entry written by Mrs. Daisha. She said you always wanted to be her child, and she hoped you would always be happy and joyful. Child. She was born human, and I am a Shroomling, yet she saw me as her child. I had lived with her since I was little, and only returned to my community after I grew up. But I often feel I don't understand humans, nor do I truly understand Shroomlings. Both humans and Shroomlings have their own unique relationship within their communities, and I had never seen one like ours. A human raising a Shroomling with such devotion, care, hope, and companionship, then can I call her? Perhaps your species are different, but that doesn't make the feelings any less real. The one who gave everything to protect us, who wiped away our tears and stayed by our side as we grew up. The one we relied on so deeply that just calling her name filled us with strength. The one we wish, no matter what, would stay with us forever. We would call her Mom. Nikki, you told me that her wish is still being carried on, that she hasn't left me. Let this little lantern stay here forever. I'll watch over it for Mom. I'll wait for those returning from long voyages, and I'll wait for Mom. Maybe one day, she'll see the light from afar, far away, and come back to my side. I'll hold her tight and tell her, I miss her so much. Bulvava. At the field camp, you said her embrace was always so warm. I want her to say, hugs are how humans share joy, weather sorrows, and soothe longing. I think, maybe now, Bulvava needs a hug too? Really? Is that okay? She was an odd Shroomling, but she hugged Nikki as if it was a fledgling returning to something. At the long moment, she embraced, and a true elder gently patted Nikki's head. It was a longing of an elderly daughter for her long-gone, forever young mother. I knew I had to do this quest. I knew it was going to be a good one. And we get some earrings from it. I'm not going to get another 9,000 experience, which means next update we'll hit level 99. Oh my goodness. That's, I think, 2 episodes in a row that I was very, very, very close to crying. My eyes are like completely watery. But the tears didn't fall, so it doesn't count. Okay. I think we're all set. Let's do a final double check here. Everything's done. We will end the episode with Allison, but I still haven't even gotten my final Allison item. This stuff doesn't matter. I'll get it done eventually. This is all fine. It's all fine. We already looked at our update bulletin. I ended up not doing much. Level 69. Normally I get much further in this. I guess I was like missing dailies or something. And don't have anything that I'm like burning to craft right now. I have to remember to pay attention to this stuff whenever I make my outfit next time. Because I might make it, like I said, with that new top I got. But you never know. Some of this stuff might still be useful. And I was also trying to build up my stuff to craft the miracle outfits here. I need to craft another Arosa. And now I have the Dawn Fox. So I can actually craft this. I just need to go get some Scarf Worms after I end the episode. And use stamina on that stuff. This will be a priority, I guess. I'll work on this in the next couple days. But think we're ready to end. We could do a couple small miscellaneous things, but I also want this episode to be uploaded in time. And I might... Wait, Allison's over here. I might be able to make it barely. Because I don't have to edit, because I just left it in that black screen section for like 2 minutes, which was really annoying, but it's fine. Editing that out would make the episode like 3 hours late. Hello, Allison. First things first, let me get my final items from you. Exchange. Thank you. And we also have to go into the menu here. Get this. Thank you. And I've talked about my predictions already. In terms of story and all that, I think here is where we're going to extend out. It could be up here, actually. This general area, I think, is the new zone. And these things I have written is book, I forgot to read. It's literally a dragon. And voice origin. Because I think when you're here, I think this is the spot where the voice soundbite plays from, I think. Like somewhere in this general range. So it's like telling you this direction. Anyway, though, Allison, there shouldn't be any reason you don't appear in the next zone. You should be able to make it there, because it's just literally next door, I think. But I am sad to miss you again for another, like, 2 or 3 weeks. This might be a longer patch, because it's, I think, a big one? Maybe? So maybe it'll be like 3 weeks until I see you again, Allison. But I will see you again soon. So, for now, I'm going to go ahead and go. Bye.